Hey everybody, today we're going to be doing this unboxing and review on this, I hope I'm saying it correctly, Seventour 10-inch powered car subwoofer. This is a self-contained unit. This is the 1000-watt version. It does have LED ambient lighting. We're going to do this unboxing and review. This was sent to us so that we could review it, test it, see what we think of it, and we can give you guys our feedback. We will also put a link down in the description below of this exact product. With the link you can buy it and have it shipped directly to your home. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we got inside. I will say the packaging in the box is very nice. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out of here. And it's heavy. It is definitely very heavy duty, I will say that. And here is all the other components that it comes with. Ooh, accessories are heavy. The boxing is very nice. But here is everything that it does come with. This is the accessory bag. It does have your remote for your LEDs, so it controls the LEDs around it. It does come with your high to low piece right here that plugs in. It does have an amp kit. The amp kit is actually really nice. Comes with a nice fuse holder. Everything in it looks, the RCAs look really nice too. They're like a braided style, so that's really a very good quality amp kit, to be honest with you. I usually don't see that with these very much. It does have a different style of bass knob. So there's the bass knob that comes with it. It's kind of a little different than what I'm used to. And then you do have your feet that go underneath. And then it does come with a, I've never seen one like this. Just comes with a high to low converter, which is pretty cool. I guess if you want to run that as well. And maybe it's not built in, so maybe you have to use this if you want to use a high to low. Come with some Velcro pieces. We'll put those in there, and it does come with an instruction manual as well. Okay, the one thing I just don't quite understand is it says it's 10 inches, but it measures 8 inches. 10 inches would be, I mean, even if I try to go to the outside rim, it's only 9 inches. This is classified as a 10-inch subwoofer, but it's only an 8-inch woofer. So I don't quite understand that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but that is definitely 8 inches. I'm not sure. Give you the other dimensions here. So we are about 13 inches on this one. And then we are roughly about 10 inches. And then our height is going to approximately be 2.5 to 2 3/4. This is almost relative to all the other sizes of these that I do. Almost every one of them is those exact same measurements, and they always say 10 inch and they're always an 8 inch. I'm not sure why that is. They're all the same size. Now this one's a lot better build quality and it is heavy, but relatively they're all exactly the same size. They use the same LEDs, same situation, but they're all made by different companies. So it's kind of weird. They're all made like that. This is heavy, very heavy, at least 5 pounds. So understand that you don't want to put on anything that's going to crush. And then here on the front side, you're going to have your power, remote, and then ground, and then you're going to have a 25 amp fuse. This one's claimed at 1000 watt. There's also an 800 watt version. 25 amp fuse is kind of a little bit difficult to believe 1000 watts, but we can say that's max. RCA's in, your high level in right here, your remote control. You have your gain, bass boost, low pass, basically frequency, and then your phase controller, and then your auto detection power on. So I want to show you guys the front of this. Now if we go to the back side, you have your parts. So this bad boy, this casing's made out of metal. It's made out of cast metal. You can even see it right there. So you have your 4 points for your legs, and this bad boy is heavy. And then there is all your information there. It does say speaker size is 10 inch. It does say 300 watts RMS, 1000 watts peak. So there I was right, rated at 25 amp. The 10 inch part is a little misleading. I don't understand how this is 10 inch because they're basing this as 10 inch from here. Like this side to this side is 10 inches. So that's a little misleading, but I mean, people can do whatever they want, but this is very nice quality. It's metal, so it's definitely not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up, see what it looks like, hook up the LEDs and kind of go through there and kind of see what we got going on with this. Now the one thing I do think is cool about this one, this lights up. The other ones, this doesn't light up. And this bad boy is lighting up, which is pretty cool. So this doesn't turn on any of this until you power this up. So once I powered this up, this all works. So this doesn't work independently from this, which is pretty cool. Because some of the other ones, this will stay on even when you turn off the sub. So we've got this powered up. Please don't excuse my mess. We got distribution blocks in here to kind of push this down because the inlets on this are like 12 gauge. So we're using 12 gauge speaker wire. So we're gonna turn this on, see what it sounds like. It is very well built metal. The whole thing is metal. It's very nice. So we're gonna listen to it, see what it sounds like. Okay, so we went ahead and listened to this. It does sound like almost every other single, exact same size, exact same shape, exact same 8-inch woofer. It sounds exactly the same as all the other brands that I have tested. I'm not saying that as a insult. I have just not had one sound any worse or any better. I do think this one sounds a little bit better. I'm not gonna say tremendously better, but it does sound pretty good. I do like a few things about this more than the other ones that I have tested. Okay, so let me go into this saying I really do like this particular unit. It is way more durable, heavier metal than I do like all the other ones. So we did listen to it and it does sound pretty good. It does not sound bad. It does not sound any different than all the other units that I have tested. They all sound exactly the same. It's like they're all manufactured in the same plant or something. I don't know. The casing on this is better. I love that the LEDs over here light up. None of the other ones I've tested, this does not light up. It is different than there. So when this turns on, it turns these on. But the color codes does not change this. It only changes this. So when you change the selector on here, as you can see, like purple, red, green, it does not change the color here, it only changes the color here. So when you do fire this up, this turns on. When you turn this down, this does turn off. So I wanna let you guys know that. A lot of the other ones, this is kind of independent from here. The sound is good, like I said, but it does sound just like every other exact same dimension powered sub. This one claims it's 10 inches, it's technically 8-inch, just like all the rest of them. I do think this one sounds just a tiny bit better. So if you're looking, you know, at all the different brands, I would say this brand does sound a little bit better. It is definitely better quality with the Seventour than all the other ones I've used. So I'm gonna give that, you know, credit to where the credit is due on this particular unit. The accessories that we used, all these right here, the amp kit and everything, is better quality than all the other ones I've used. And they do give you more stuff. They give you a high to low, a better fuse holder, better remote. Every single thing on this, even the feet, are better than what I've tested on all the other units. So this is a better unit. The problem is I want to get more oomph or more bass out of these than what I guess is expected to get out of this. So if you're a person that is looking to buy this solely to produce a tremendous amount of bass, this is not your product. If you're looking for something to add a little bit more bass than what you have from the factory, this will make it sound really good. It is more of a bass sound than a bass feel. So if you're buying this to feel it, you're not gonna feel it as much as you're gonna hear the bass, because it cannot musically produce some of these notes, the lower notes on this size of sub, it will bottom out. So you will hear it a little bit, but you're not gonna feel it. So it does sound really good. And people are gonna ask me, every single video I make of these, are gonna be like, why can't you just let me hear it? You cannot audibly hear bass into an actual video camera. So I'm trying to let you guys know this. It'd be one thing if I was playing vocals or speakers, but you cannot play it out of here. Plus I will get a copyright infringement. So you have to take my word for this. This is gonna give you a little bit more oomph than what your factory speakers are gonna give you. It's gonna give you a little bit more bass. So if you've got 4 speakers, a standard audio system, and you wanna add a little bit more bass, and you don't have a lot of space, let's say you have a Jeep Rubicon, Wrangler, you know, any of those, this is going to be a great thing for you, especially if you don't wanna spend a lot of money. These are averaging between $100 to $150. If you're looking for a lot of bass, like 210, 212 style bass, this is not your product. I would go with 210s, 212s, or 2 of these. But do not think that you're gonna get 212 or 215 bass out of this single 8-inch, they claim 10-inch woofer, okay? This is not the product for you. And if you buy it, you're gonna be mad and you're gonna return it. So don't do that. Please understand, if you're a young kid and you're 16 to 21 years of age and you wanna go out bumping and show off to all your friends, this is not the product. Please do not buy this. You will return it and you'll be mad. You want to buy this if you're looking to add a little bit more bass to your standard audio system. If you have a premium audio system, this is gonna sound like a factory sub, maybe a little bit more than a factory sub. So please understand that. Please don't expect the world out of something that is so tiny and small and it does its job for what it's supposed to do. I just need people to understand that you cannot expect miracles out of something that costs $100 to $150 for an amp, a sub, an enclosure, all enclosed. If you wanna buy an actual sub and an enclosure and an amp, you're gonna be at a minimum for something decent, $300 to $400. You're 4 times as much just for the products. And then you've gotta go and buy an amp kit, another $100. You're gonna be at $500 to equal what you get with this for $100 to $150, and you still don't even get lighting. So please understand that this is an economy version of being able to add some bass for an affordable amount, but don't expect the world from something so small and affordable. So please don't do that. And if you comment down below if you bought it and you're like, oh man, this wasn't for me, because you've made that mistake. If you bought one and you like it, comment down below as well. Let me know what you guys think. I do these in customers' vehicles with multi-brands. I put these in a lot of Jeep Wranglers, a lot of Jeep Rubicons. I do them in a lot of the Gladiators. I do them in a lot of SUVs. And when I do them in the SUVs, what I mean by that is I slide them under the seat, or a standard cab truck and I put them behind the seat. I do not do these in a lot of SUVs like as an actual big sub. That will not work. So if you can slide underneath the seat and you've got the dimensions I gave you, it will fit underneath the seat and it will not mess this up. This will sound really good right underneath your seat because it will produce the bass right underneath your seat. If this is far away from you, you're only going to hear the bass, not feel the bass. So understand that, because when we did the testing for these, we put them in the back of the truck. This is a F350 crew cab F350, and we put it underneath the rear seat. I could not feel the bass. Now, when I put this underneath the front seat, you could feel the bass. So it needs to be as close to your back or your butt as possible, and then that will give you what you want out of this. So please understand, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me. My email's down in the description. You can email me, comment, and I'll try to help you with as much as I possibly can. We will also put a link down in the description for where you can purchase this product and have it shipped directly to your home, okay? And it will come with all of what you see here. It is a great value for what you spend, but you just have to understand you get what you pay for. Please understand that. If you have any other questions at all, feel free, shoot me a comment down below. You can also email us at OCTANETVINFO@gmail.com.